What's going on, guys? Super Data here. Today I'll be showing you this Minecraft target practice minigame. It consists of minecarts, slime blocks, some other redstone bits. First, I'll be showcasing it, and then I'll be giving a tutorial on how to make this. Let's hop right into it. Okay, guys, first off, I'm going to pay a diamond in here. Then we're going to wait for the game to initialize. Then we're going to shoot the minecarts. Once you shoot the minecarts, it'll give you a token seen in here. Right there. So these minecarts randomly pop up, so we don't even know which one's next. So I'll be giving a tutorial on how to make everything in this game, for the mechanism, from the clocks to the randomizers, all that stuff. Okay, so let's hop right into it. Alright guys, first off, I'm going to show you the materials for the mechanism. This is only for one mechanism. If you want to make 3 of them, you want to multiply all this stuff by 3. First off, we have some scaffolding blocks. You can do whatever you want. Third's pretty easy to get. Stone bricks, right? That's for your building blocks. Any of these wool are building blocks, right? So it can be whatever you want. Make sure you know these are 2 droppers and 1 dispenser. Alright? So first off, right, if you're making 3 of these just like in the design, you want these to be 6 blocks apart. Pistons need to be 6 blocks. If they're not 6 blocks, they don't fit. Alright? So this white wool, one thing to notice, right? You want to make sure that this is, you don't have to do this right away. It's just to block out the signals for the scope sensor, so you only trigger 1 point later on in the thing. Alright? So first off, we got this repeater set to 2 ticks. This repeater set to 4 ticks facing this way, right? So, then this repeater is going to go into here, hit the slime block up, and we have this little pulse extender that increases the pulse. That's what it looks like. Alright? Next up, we have, this is what it's going to look like. So you have 2 furnaces, right? 1, 2. It's going to be next to the slime block, and then we have 3 hoppers facing this way into this dropper. This dropper is going to have this comparator facing inwards, just like this. We're going to have this dust up top, right? And we have the sand, alright? That's what it looks like once again. Next up, the stained glass can be whatever block you want. I just put stained glass just because it's for visibility. Alright? So, first off, that's what it's going to look like. Then we have the cactus, right? Cactus destroys the minecart later on in the video, so this is a dropper, right? Then we have this observer facing this way, right? So when you want to place it, you're going to place it like this, right? Because the signal is going to be facing inwards towards this dropper. Alright? This is very important to notice that this needs to be glass. If it's not glass, the signal cannot pass through here. Alright? So, and you're going to have this repeater going into here. There we go. Next up, we're going to have some more blocks placed. One above the cactus, one over here. All circling around, right? Then, this is very important to realize, right? If you just place the rail like this, right? It's just going to face like this. When you want to place it like that, and you want to break that one, right? That's going to be it. And then for this one, we're going to have the dispenser right here. This is where you're going to put your minecarts, right? We're going to have another hopper line facing into this, which is above the dropper. Alright? Just like that. And we got to space the water. Forget about that. Okay. Next up, guys. This is the last step. We're going to have a hopper line going into here. And this is just going to go right down into the dispenser. Alright? So, next, we're going to have some gray carpet. We're going to put it along here. Protect the hoppers. And then we're just going to have some grass going along. The grass could be whatever block you want. I just chose grass because it looks the best. Alright? Next, I'll be showing you how to make the clocks and the randomizers. Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to make the randomizer now. So these are all the blocks you're going to be needing. So these deep slate bricks, they could be whatever block you want. They're just going to go in the dropper. Then, we're going to have the stone bricks. Just some more building blocks, okay? So, we're going to have this repeater facing into the mechanism right here. This is going to activate your mechanism and fire it. Alright, you're going to have 3 redstone dust facing into this comparator. Comparator needs to be faced into this hopper, right? So then, under that hopper, we're going to have the dropper facing upwards into the hopper, right? So in this, we're going to have 2 buckets and the deep slate bricks, right? You can have this block be whatever you want, it doesn't matter, right? But the thing is, the water buckets emit a signal strength of 3, compared to blocks which only do 1. So if you want to change the percentage of the mechanism actually firing, if you want to make it more likely, you can add more water buckets. If you want to make it less likely, add more blocks. But make sure these blocks do not stack or it does not work. Alright, next up, we're going to have this repeater facing into this block, which is going to activate this dropper, right? So one thing I didn't add is you need some more blocks and some redstone dust, right? facing into this, which is going to connect to the clock, which is the next part of the video. Okay? Alright guys, now I'll be showing you how to make the clocks in the mechanism. So here's the little blocks we'll be needing. So this pink wall can be whatever block you want. It's just going in the hoppers, okay? Some more building blocks, and that's about it. Alright guys, so first off, you're going to have this repeater facing into your mechanisms, right? It's going to activate them. Alright, so you want to make sure these repeaters are facing like this, okay? All set to 4 ticks, making sure the time is correct, okay? So you're going to place this redstone comparator just like this, turn it on into subtract mode, and that's about it. Place another block here, and another redstone dust leading into this torch, okay? So this is the side profile of the mechanism you're building. Alright, make sure there's a torch there and a torch here, okay? So, then we're going to have 2 hoppers facing inwards to each other, right? Because this redstone block is actually going to lock the hoppers. So, I'm placing my blocks in here. So about every 60 seconds, this will turn on and off, which actually is how long it's actually going to run the mechanism. So adding more blocks will increase the time, adding less blocks will decrease the time, okay? So next I'll be talking about how to make the mechanisms that actually activate the system and the point system, alright? Alright guys, now I'll be showing you how to make the payment system, okay? So these are all the resources you're going to be needing. So these 2 diamonds, they're just for the currency. You can have whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. These blocks, 43 of these, right? These are just going in the hopper. They could be whatever you want. I usually do stone for my blocks, and I just name it on an anvil so people can't put any items in, okay? So, I'm going to start over here, making sure that there's a redstone torch facing into this piston. Just going to activate it, and then it's going to deactivate when the mechanism starts, which is actually going to run the clock, okay? So, we're going to have some redstone dust going up to here, repeater facing that way, and then we're going to have another repeater here, redstone dust here. That's the side view of it. Alright, so we're going to have redstone torch here, which is actually going to lock this hopper from getting items, okay? So, making sure you have a comparator facing inwards like this, placed like that, okay? So, this hopper is going to be facing into this chest. This is going to be your payment chest. So every time you add a diamond into here, right, this is going to grab that diamond, alright? So, we're going to have this hopper facing into this chest, right? Then we're going to have, make sure, this is very important, to make sure this hopper doesn't face downwards. It needs to face in this way, or it will not work correctly, okay? So in this hopper, you're going to place your 43 blocks right here. Then you have the 2 diamonds, okay? So when you add a diamond in there, say I want to add a diamond in here, right? It's going to run the mechanism back and forth, right? You want to make sure the mechanism isn't running when you place another diamond in or it does not work, okay? So we're going to have another hopper facing into this chest. This is your junk chest. So if you put anything else other than diamonds, it's going to go in there. But as you see, I put the purple will, so I grabbed it, okay? We're going to have a chest right here. Going to load it all in. Alright. Next we'll be showing you how to make the point system. Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to make the point system now. So these are the blocks we'll be needing. Some more building blocks. We're going to have a dropper and some golden nuggets, okay? First up, I want to cover that. Those 2 blocks. So first off, right, we're going to have a chest right here. This is going to collect the gold nuggets. Alright. We're going to have a dropper facing upwards going into this chest, okay? And we're going to put all our currency in there. Then we're going to have a block under there. We're going to have a repeater being faced into this block, okay? So I added a note block here just because I wanted to add one just for a nice little audio cue for when you hit a minecart, okay? So then we're just going to collect this line all the way down here. And then we're going to actually talk about the main mechanism. All right, so first off, right, I'm going to take your book and quill. You're going to have 15 pages. Making sure it's 15 pages and just typing something in. If you don't type something in, it won't say it, okay? So, then we're going to place it into this lectern, which is going to be above this repeater. We're going to turn to page 15, because that's going to take a pulse out of 15, okay? This comparator is going to be facing this way, and this skull, okay? So, making sure the skulk sensor is placed like this. If it's not placed like this, it will not work. Placed like that, it won't work. Placed like this, it will, okay? So, I have this redstone dust going here. It's going to turn this redstone torch off. This redstone torch goes into this. It's going to be faced into this comparator. This comparator needs to be in subtract mode or it just automatically turns on, okay? So, just like that. Then we're going to have redstone torch under this block. It's going to be powering this comparator, okay? Next up, we have another comparator. It's going to be placed in this item hopper right there. Just like that. And we have a repeater going like this. And then we have dust here. And another repeater placed into this comparator. Alright, so then we have repeater here. It's going to all connect to that system. So one thing I would like you to know, you need to add some redstone blocks, okay? Redstone dust, some repeaters, all to make the system connect, okay? This is what you have to do though, if you just follow me directly. Just like that. And it's just like that, okay? Alright guys, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please leave in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing.